are back. We're back here over by Miami Freedom Park to take a look and see what we can see. It's a cloudy day here in Miami, and we've got to get this done before we get soaked and rained on. But we're going to walk around the entire stadium, the entire construction site, see what we can see. I do hear some pounding, so that is the dynamic compacting is what I was told, and trying to pile down some of the soil. So let's go see if what's going on here in July. This is your July video construction update. Let's go take a look. Today we're starting off over here by the baseball fields, which lots of activity here today, playing baseball over here next to Mel Reese Golf Course, soon to be Miami Freedom Park. As we peer through the fence, we could see over the way across, it's actually not that far, but on video it looks kind of far. We could see this crane that's doing the compaction, piling down the soil. As I understand, they do this on sites that are landfills, specifically because there's concerns about the stability of the ground to put, to build, tall structures and heavy structures. So that thing is, it looks like they're taking a break right now, but just a few seconds ago, they were piling down the dirt over there. So we look around over here, we see one of these downright water tanks spray down the field. And then this is kind of where the park area might be. And there's not much going on over there. Let's go walk around. All right, we've walked down the road a little bit as we peer over this fence. You can see some fresh asphalt here was poured. This is just so the trucks have some place to drive in. They've got that bumpy area where they can, knock off that yellow stuff to knock off the rocks and debris, I guess, from their tires. And that's it here, but it's something. So this is the spot where a hotel will go, as we understand. And straight across there is the stadium site. Let's get in a little closer. So here we see, again, them, compacting the dirt. And it looks like they have added some things here. They've got, I can't really tell what this is from a distance, but there is definitely more stuff over there. There's a couple guys working. What do you guys think so far? Now I know all of us expected to see some verticality, and we're not. So obviously everybody has got concerns about when this will be done. And the real timeline for when is because the team, fans, everybody wants to see Messi play here. And so we're race against time that's the only reason. Otherwise, there is really no rush. I mean, they've got a stadium in Fort Lauderdale, so there's really no rush. But this is a bit of a letdown. It's progress. It's progress. That's all we could say. Slow progress. But building in Miami, it's slow. All right. Just climbed some stairs, went for a long walk. And I think this is our best view right here. We could see lots of footers have been added. I think those are footers. I don't know, things that are sticking up. Those of you with more construction expertise can let us know what you see. But this is directly across from the stadium. That's the stadium right there. That's the stadium site. And you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but they are still pounding the dirt. From over here, it looks like all that kind of brown or black stuff which I really couldn't tell what it was from a distance. It looks like, it's kind of like rebar or something. You see this Caterpillar type truck carrying a piece right now. Gonna place it on that stack, I assume. So again, small progress. We're taking baby steps here, but it is progress. Whoop, he's turning. He's not gonna put it on the stack. Where's he going with that? Let's bring it to those guys. They're saying, bring it here, bring it here, bring it here, right here, right here. Good to see here. This is a Saturday, by the way, so it's good to see workers out here on a Saturday. It's a small crew, but they are working. Here's another view. We see a big pile of dirt and more of those, I think, footers. Those rails, pieces of metal sticking out. I think, like I said, I think they're kind of footers or something, but those of you that know more about construction, I know some of you do, you know, let us know your thoughts. All right, now we've walked around the other side. We're off on this on-ramp. I don't even know what it's an on-ramp for. I'm not that familiar with the roads around here, but we're over by this water treatment facility, and we zoom in, and we can see right now, this is what I was talking about. They are still doing this compact testing. They drop the hammer, bam! That's, you know, off where the stadium is. That's like the outskirts of the stadium, because over here with this carved out, you know, gravel area, this is the stadium. So we're looking at the same thing we just looked at, but just from a different angle. So you're gonna have good views of the stadium from all around. It is slow progress, though. I can hear your concerns in the comments already about how slow this is going. In comparison, Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale went up very fast. The city really worked with them very, very closely to get all things approved quickly. They built that stadium in about a year. I'd have to look at my old videos to see the exact timeline, but it was rapid, it was fast. And going by that experience, we do know once it starts going vertical, it will start picking up speed quite a bit. But for now, this is where we're at. We all thought we'd be a little bit further along, but we're not. As I walk around here, you know, and I'm walking up against all the roads and how busy they are and all that, I can't help but wonder about getting in and out of the stadium. How difficult or how easy will it be? Are there plans to improve the roads? I mean, I would hope so, because, you know, they're surrounded by some highways, but my thought is probably if you're coming from up north or something like that, north of the stadium, might only be one way in, one way out. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm not super familiar with the area. I just drive down here from, you know, North Broward. Oh, somebody beeping at me. Every once in a while to do these videos, but you know, getting in and out of Chase Stadium is not the easiest thing in the world. And I'm hoping that they plan this one out a little bit better so that there's better getting in and out. Getting in and out of the stadium is just, I'm hoping it's better than what it is currently in Fort Lauderdale, because it's frustrating in Fort Lauderdale. Now, having said all that, right behind this building, right behind this hotel is where the stadium is going to be, right? And right across the street here is the Amtrak station, the Tri-Rail station, right? So right here is a Tri-Rail. So for those of us coming from Broward or something, will this be a good option to come down to the stadium? I don't know. You know, from what I understand, Tri-Rail doesn't run real late. So that would be an issue. They'd have to work with Tri-Rail to extend their hours. But is this a viable option, getting to and from the stadium when most games are going to end around, you know, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night? I'd be interested in trying this out and I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and just to see what the hours currently are for Tri-Rail. But it's a possible option. I mean, it's right here. It's right here. Now, we know that Inter Miami currently has a deal with Brightline. So they could continue that deal, extend that deal down here. But with that, the Brightline station isn't right here, like the Amtrak Tri-Rail station is. It's a little, from what I understand, a little, maybe closer to the where the basketball team plays. I want to call it Miami Arena, but it's not that. Anyways, I'm not the biggest basketball fan, sorry. But you could potentially take the Brightline and then they would have to have shuttles, which they're doing now at Chase, because I'd say the Fort Lauderdale Brightline station is probably further away in the Fort Lauderdale area than it is here. I think it's what, 5-6 miles away? Something like that, maybe? But Amtrak, Brightline, just trying to think of options for people that don't live in this direct area. And I'm not only talking about people from Broward, because I do think about that because I'm from Broward, but anybody that's just a little bit north of the airport area, you know, getting in and out may be a problem. And parking, this organization never seems to really prioritize parking. And so that's a concern as well. So we duck under the trees here. So lots of things to consider. And as we look around, these roads that are butting up against the stadium, there's not a lot of space to expand them. They're doing something over here though. You know, but it feels like it could be related to this water, the sewage line or something. I don't know. Drainage. But you know, they're doing something out here. But I don't know if it has anything to do with the stadium. It's not a lot of space, and if you're living in these homes, you can't be excited. Oh, is that a parking option? Are they going to do like they did in the old Orange Bowl? Are we going to potentially be parking in people's yards if we drive up here? Or if you drive to the stadium, period? So based on this sign, the work being done here on this road is just strictly resurfacing. We're just resurfacing it. Not making it wider per se, just resurfacing, making it look, you know, a little nicer, but that's not going to help traffic. Well, we walked all the way around. We saw everything we can see. And I know in this video I raised a lot of concerns about the speed of which they're building, concerns about getting here, parking, all that kind of stuff, roads. But at the end of the day, what I've seen so far gets me excited. We're seeing some actual progress now. It's not just flattening dirt anymore. We're actually seeing them starting to build something. We see some, like, I think they're footers. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I need comments. I need from you construction professionals, I need comments. I need you to guide me a little bit on these updates. But we're actually seeing something there. There's something tangible there, and it's exciting. So the idea so far is, from what we're hearing, the end of 2025. December of 2025 is when they're hoping to have this stadium open. They're hoping Messi stays. plans are, Messi sounds like he wants to play in the next World Cup. He may not be done with the national team. I mean, he's in the finals of Copa America, right? And by the time you've seen this, we already have a winner, right? We're assuming it's Argentina. But it seems like he wants to continue playing. And he likes it here. His kids are in the academy, they're embedded. I think his family likes it here. So there's all signs point to him re-signing and playing beyond the 2025 season. So he's under contract for this year and next year. And if the stadium doesn't, let's say it's done in December, let's say they hit their target, that really means 2026 season. So, they'd have a few months to kind of, get the grass in, maybe host a couple of tournaments or something there just to get the operations down or something like that. That's a big if they can get it done. That's only a year and a half. That's a lot. I'm curious. We got do some. Help me out here in the comments. Do some research for me, and I'll do some research on my own too. It's just some of the other MLS stadiums. How long did it take to build something like LAFC Stadium? Which is in a metropolis area in LA. Some of the Cincinnati's stadium, which is pretty nice as well. I'm curious, how long did it take them to build that? And I'm not really counting the entire project. I'm not even counting the part where they were flattening the land for like a year or something, From footer up, I know this company can build fast. I know they can build fast. They've done it before. But this is supposed to be a better stadium, a better quality, a higher quality stadium than Chase. And each new stadium is supposed to be better than the next, right? And look, that NYFCS stadium in the Bronx, I think it is, the images look pretty sweet. That thing looks sharp. And if we want to be the jewel, Miami wants to be the jewel of MLS, stadium needs to be a jewel as well. Not just the squad, but the stadium needs to be as well. And those take time. They take longer to build. So it'll be interesting to see if they could get it done. Worst case scenario, let's say Messi does re-sign for at least one more year, and the stadium doesn't open until the middle of the season. That's still okay. If they run 6 months behind and let's say it opens in let's say it opens like in June or July of 26. It's not the end of the world. They'd still have a half a season with him playing in that stadium. And then potentially trying to sign him, let's keep him till he's 40. And why not, right? He still can play. So anyways, lots of things to think about. I'm just going on and on here, but just lots of thoughts when I walk around here, lots of excitement. Because, keep remembering back in those days, the Miami Fusion, of our former MLS team in South Florida, it folding. So all this progress, the team owning 2 stadiums, having best player of the world. It's good times for soccer in South Florida. So another question, as I was talking about transportation, those of you that live north like me, I live just south of Boca. Will you make the trip? It only took me about 40 minutes. It really wasn't bad. It's all highway time. This place is right off the highway. So getting here, on a non-game day, it's quick. Not that bad. 40 minutes, not that bad. It's doable. Or would you look at taking the Tri-Rail? Or I know some Broward guys that are like, hey, I'm supporting the team. I have season tickets only when they're in Broward. Once they move to Dade, I'm out. I'm not that kind of guy. I'll travel. I don't mind. I like supporting the team. So anyways, lots of things to think about. Let us know in the comments. I gave you a lot of things to comment on. And, are you excited? Will you travel? All that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.